We can't be with you in person, so here we are virtually.
So yeah, we are here at the studio right now and we miss all of you, so we thought the best way to connect would be for us to teach a class from here and bring it to you in your homes. So thank you so much. Julia will be teaching the class and I will be here on this mat demonstrating.
I thought because trying times call for simpler measures, we're just going to do a really simple practice today, something that gets you into your body, connects you with your breath, and helps you to feel just a little bit better, because even a 0.5% improvement is an improvement. So Andrew will be demonstrating, I'll be talking, sometimes you'll see me walk out of the shot. Here we go. Okay, Andrew, I'm gonna have you start by lying down on your back and you will put a blanket underneath your head. Take a deeper breath in and a longer breath out. And use the weight of gravity to help you feel heavy and also relaxed on the ground beneath you. Relax your head, your neck, the muscles of your face, especially your jaw and your brow. Then send a wave of relaxation down your entire body. Let's use our favorite mantra, Bhante's mantra, and just repeat it silently, mentally. I am well, I am happy, I am peaceful. I am well, I am happy, I am peaceful. I am well, I am happy, I am peaceful. Repeat that silently, mentally, 7 more times as you breathe. Let that go. Now give your fingers and toes a little wiggle like you're coming back from Shavasana. Take a deeper breath in and a longer breath out. And flutter your eyes open as you hug your right knee into your chest. All of you have good awareness of alignment. You just want to make sure that this extended leg is straight and strong, and this thigh bone of the leg you're hugging in is descending towards your rib cage. And just stay, let this marinate for a breath or two, and now switch sides. Now begin to alternate with your breath. It doesn't matter if you move on the inhale or the exhale, but simply move with your breath. This is such a great tool to just anchor yourself into the present moment, which we can do in our physical bodies. And go on spreading your toes and relaxing your face as you move through this really, really simple sequence. And let this be your last round of alternating legs. After you've finished, you will hug both of your knees into your chest and rock a little bit from side to side. If you have blocks at home, they'll probably be helpful here, and especially if you feel like your low back is tight or you have tight outer hips. You'll just position 2 blocks on either side of the sticky mat. I'm going to demonstrate an adjustment, so if you have somebody at home with you, you can do this adjustment. But take a deeper breath in, and as you exhale, extend your arms like warrior 2. Knees will drop all the way over to the left, and just rest right here on this block. Yeah, you can go a little faster. There you go. Now, if this is going well, use your left hand just outside of your leg there to give yourself a little bit of an adjustment. And if you have somebody at home, you can just have them roll your arm here and give a little nudge to your shoulder. If your neck is happy with this, gaze out over your right fingertips. And just a reminder to keep relaxing your face and jaw. That's like such a stress go-to that we use, is like we grind and bunch up our faces. So just relax your face. It'll give signals to the rest of your body to release and relax. Let that go. Come back through the center. Linger in the center for just a moment, and then we'll take that same stretch and twist over to the only other side. That's what I say when I forget left and right. Just go to the only other side. There you go. Get your head and neck involved. Continue to breathe. And then if you are having someone adjust you at home, they can just take your bicep here and roll it upward towards your face and just give you a little additional grounding there. It doesn't have to be deep, heavy touch, just kind of light touch. Make sure you're still breathing. And on an inhale, back through the center you go. Give those knees a little hug into your chest. And then I'll have you roll toward the camera here and come all the way up to a seated position. We'll get all of the props out of the way here, except for the blocks. You'll want the blocks right here at the top of your sticky mat. And Andrew, roll yourself into a cat-cow stance or a tabletop position. I'm gonna get involved in this one. I'm more back bendy than he is, so I have to practice a little bit more strength, and he has to practice a little bit more letting go. So I'm gonna demonstrate with my toes curled under. I'm gonna have Andrew demonstrate with his feet just as they are. So neutral spine to start. On an exhale, let's start with cat pose. So you'll press your hands into the ground and just do this big rounding. You can pull your navel back towards your spine and let your head go. We've all spent so much time living in our heads lately, so just let your head go. And as you breathe in, you'll come back through the center and find this little back bend that we do called cow. And then move with your breath, just a couple rounds like this. These dynamic movements can feel so good in the body. Just moving, flowing, breathing. It doesn't have to be complicated. Now come all the way back to a neutral spine. And again, I'm gonna stay here demonstrating because I'm flexible, he's tight. So I'm just gonna come straight into downward facing dog, but Andrew will come into down dog with bent knees. So, looks like this. Spreading out the toes. It doesn't matter if your heels ever touch the ground or not, right? We all have different degrees of flexibility. So just take a few long, slow, deep breaths here. The modification, if down dog doesn't work out for you too well, today you can always just take this extended arms child's pose, but regardless of where you're staying, 3 long, slow, deep breaths. And on the next breath in, bring your feet forward to meet your hands, coming into a super bent knee Uttanasana. Let your head go. Make your spine nice and long, and just let your torso drape down toward the floor. As you breathe in, you'll come halfway up and look forward. And as you exhale, go all the way down. On the breath in, sweep your arms out, around, and up. And exhale, draw your hands to your heart. And now flutter your eyes open and you'll turn yourself to face the long edge of your sticky mat. Yeah, so I'm gonna set up blocks for Andrew here. He'll have one at the top. We'll put it on the highest side and one at the bottom. And he's already coming into a nice wide stance here. Everybody already knows this, right? That practices yoga here at the studio, but outer edge of the feet line up with the outer edge of the sticky mat. And look at how wide he's spreading his toes. You're doing a great job here. You always want to be encouraging with yourself when you're practicing, right? Take your arms out nice and wide here. Yeah, and reach through your fingertips so your chest can spread nice and wide. Pull your navel back towards your spine and relax your face. On an exhale, turn your right toes out to the right. Left toes can turn ever so slightly in as you bend your right knee. And we'll just stay here for 3 breaths. So really feel the ebb and the flow of the in-breath and the out-breath. That's what it's gonna keep us anchored to the present moment right now, right? On the 4th breath in, you'll straighten into your right leg. Keep your arms spreading nice and wide and do this same posture to the only other side. Warrior 2 pose. We kind of need that warrior energy right now to stay present. We need to be vigilant about staying present within our own physical bodies. Just staying in the moment. As soon as you finish the 3rd round of breath, you'll straighten the bent knee. Turn your toes back to the long edge of the sticky mat. Give your arms a rest and a break here for just a moment. There you go. And choose loving kindness, by the way. There you go. Commercial break. Side angle pose to the right side. So this is where you'll need your blocks. So bend into that right knee. Bring your left hand to your left hip. Reach your right hand down to the block that's outside of your leg. There you go. And turn your chest up toward the ceiling. Yes. So if you're practicing near a wall at home, you could always put the outer edge of your foot close to a wall so that you have something to press into. Your option is just to stay here with your hand on your hip, but if you're pressing into the wall, reach your left arm alongside your ear. So Andrew's gonna, kind of feel like he's reaching to this opposite wall here. Yeah, there you go. And then just smooth out the wrist and turn the palm toward the floor. So we're gonna have him make this look pretty for you. So as you breathe in, feel like your fingertips are scraping the ceiling to come up and out of the pose and just meander into the only other side. So up and over you go with care. Your right hand comes to your right hip as you bend into that left knee, finding side angle pose to the other side. You can either press your right heel into a wall or pretend that you're pressing your right heel into a wall. As that bicep comes close to your ear, keep relaxing your face and just feel like you're touching the opposite wall. So this posture is all about stretching from here down to here. And And again, on a breath in, feel like you're scraping the ceiling with your right arm, coming up and out of the pose. Turn all of your toes to face the long edge of your sticky mat. And I think this might be my third favorite pose. A wide-legged straddle fold. I'm gonna place 2 blocks for Andrew. We're gonna give you 3 options. Here's option number 1, place your hands on the block and keep a neutral spine. Kind of like you set up for that cat and cow pose. Yeah, and he took the modification of moving the blocks up. Can you show them moving the blocks up even higher? They come in 3 convenient sizes, small, medium, and large. And then once your hamstrings, low back, back body start to release, you can even soften your knees just a little bit, turn your sitting bones up toward the ceiling, and then maybe bring your hands all the way down to the floor. Just take your time here. There's no hurry, no rush. And then eventually just folding, hands will walk back underneath the shoulders. Go slow, and Andrew's bending his knees because he probably feels like his hamstrings are a little tight. And then let your head go. Begin to heel toe your feet together. Eventually coming all the way down onto your seat, and you'll sit on your blanket right here that I placed behind you if you don't have someone helping you at home. Just make sure that you have a blanket and 2 blocks near you. We'll walk you through a little meditation. I'll sit next to Andrew for this meditation. He's taking a block for himself so that he can be elevated a little bit higher. Feel your palms resting on your thighs here. Sit up nice and tall and relax your face. Just always checking in to see if there is tension or tightness that you can release and let go of. When we think of the emotional roller coaster of being really attached to super happy, upbeat thoughts, or super attached to the downward spiral or the darkness or fear. It is our job as students of yoga to just bring ourselves back to center, and for me the quickest way to do that is just being in my body and connecting with my breath. So you can use your fingers to count. I'm just giving a little wiggle here as a reminder. Take a little deeper breath in and a longer breath out. That's 1 round. Just watch the next 4 rounds of breath, counting with the fingers. Slow motion. Drop your chin down to your chest, and you'll flutter your eyes open long enough so that you can situate yourself in Shavasana, and simply take a 2-minute Shavasana. I'll mind the time and bring you out after you've practiced your final resting pose. If you're working with someone at home, you could just give them like a gentle press on their shoulders. We could all use a little extra grounding right now. Feel your body just sink toward the floor beneath you. Savoring the in-breath, savoring the out-breath. Savoring this moment, savoring the next moment. And then trusting in the power of affirmation as you remain in meditation. I am well, I am happy, I am peaceful. Take a deeper breath in to come back into your body, and then let it go. Give some wiggles to your fingers and to your toes. And then bend your knees and roll toward the camera onto your side. Press your hand into the floor to slowly come on up to sit on a support or on a block. And then we close our practice by bringing hands together at our heart. As you exhale, drop your chin to your chest, saluting the essence of presence and awareness and centeredness within yourself. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much for choosing to share a little bit of your time with us today, and we'll be back. And I think some of our other teachers will be back to join us as well for some virtual practices. Good job.
Look for us on Zoom. That's probably the app that we'll be using to try to come to you live in the near future. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.